Heyo, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, this isn't Disgaea. I apologize for that. I don't honestly just don't know why. I just stopped wanting to do that. But I decided, you know what? It was time for Detective Jax to be a detective for a bit. So, going to be doing some detecting.
Yep.
Yep.
Hopefully, hopefully you're good at that.
I
Hotel
I
Dusk.
make no promises.
Alright. I mean, you mentioned since you sounded interested and excited to play this, have you actually played this before, or was
It
it
was
just
one
a
of my
game you've
first
heard
games
about?
I got on my DS,
Okay.
along with
So,
Trace Memory, because those are two point-and-click games, and the DS was really good at point-and-click games.
yeah, I mean, touchscreen would be good for that. I remember touch memory. So, admittedly, there's not going to be voice act. No, it's a DS game. There's not voice acting, right?
No, but there's really cool graphics. At least I think the
Yeah.
graphics are cool.
Yeah, I like the, I don't really know what to call it, but I like the style.
Yep.
Okay, but then I don't feel too bad about talking over the cutscenes. I am paying attention.
Actually, give me just a
Gotta,
second, guys. Actually, don't give me a second.
okay.
I'll wait till after the cutscene to do it.
Sure thing.
I
Well,
realize that
regardless,
the
I'm gonna go.
spacing is off, as you can tell when it does some of the scrolling stuff.
Oh, okay, I see what you mean.
A lot of games it doesn't matter, but this one, because some of the visuals cross the center line, and they actually do it properly where there is the gap, where there's supposed to be the gap.
Yeah.
I need
I
to.
actually find this interesting. I can't say I've played a lot of DS games that are supposed to be played on their side.
I know, right? It's really cool because it's like you're reading. The whole point of it was like it was supposed to be like you were reading a book. So you hold it like that, like
Yeah.
you would a book, and you.
Which is why it has the sketchy style to it.
Yeah, and it's really. I just. So much about it was good.
Yeah. But I see what you mean. There's something that isn't one-to-one about the spacing, though admittedly on... That being said, you wouldn't really have a one-to-one on the spacing on the DS either, because there would be a little bit of distance between screens, but I'm not sure if it'd be the same discrepancy
The thing
there.
is, that's what I'm meaning. On the DS, they actually on some DS games, the good DS games, they realized that oh, there's a big gap between the two screens. And so whenever they
Right.
did a spread image, they would split it wide enough. You know, they would actually make it wide and then add the gap in so that it was smooth between them. So like
Yeah.
yeah, it's like a line would have, like right there, he would have left the screen and come on the other one. It would have looked proper instead of, and here where the road doesn't look like it's going straight, this would be
Right.
far enough apart that it would seem the road was straight.
Which makes sense. That ass. Man, I got so turned on that I had color for a second.
Yeah.
Man, and then it's funny, the cutscenes look really good, and then you can notice when it's not cutscenes, the graphics on the DS were obviously really pixely, because, you know, handhelds.
Yeah, I mean, it was ambitious. We'll put it that way.
It was ambitious, I'm not gonna say it's bad. I mean, this was, I think, even an earlier DS game, so I'm not gonna hate on the graphics much, but it is noticeable. A lot of the objects are kind of blocky when it's not cutscene.
Yep. Alright, I'm gonna pause and see if I can fix the center line. Give me 1 second, guys. And we're back, and you can't really tell the difference yet because it's black screen, but you will. You will.
Yeah. So, who's voicing the main character guy here? I guess you should, since you're the detective.
Since I quit the force and left New York. Now I'm a salesman for this outfit called Red Crown. On the surface, Red Crown's a door-to-door sales firm dealing in household goods. But Ed, the boss, has himself a little business on the side. He finds things that don't always want to be found. Keeps it quiet, too. From time to time, I lend a hand. Ain't the greatest gig in town, but hell, I got nowhere to be and nothing better to do. You hear me, Bradley. This is it.
This does sound like some Cthulhian stuff anyways. This works well.
This is what I'll be doing until I find you. And now you can see the much wider split here.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
tend to play
definitely.
with the wide split, because I can't. Because if I'm playing it normal way around, which you need to do for some games, it goes off the bottom of my screen.
Yeah, yeah.
Also,
that makes
you might think that
sense.
we're in a cutscene right now, but we're not. We actually have to click the door.
Yeah, the game has a very... I remember that being one of the very interesting things. I tried this game briefly, and remember, just finding the mechanics a little... almost too weird. I know I could have played it if I wanted to, but I just ended up not.
Yeah. Great. An empty lobby with no one home. Where's the front desk in this dump? He says while staring at the front desk.
I know,
Come on,
this
dude,
is-
you're a detective. Detect!
Look in front of you, man.
When you look everywhere
Got
but
it.
the front desk, oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Keep the sign, pal. This is where I check in. Is that your package here yet?
Oh yeah, so this is
Actually
one of
walk
the
myself
weird
around like
things.
this.
You have a movement thing here.
Yeah.
It's not just straight up a point and click.
And also, instead of, obviously because it's not a mouse game, the pointer's just there, and until I click, it doesn't move.
Yeah.
I can do things like, look at things. Hey, it's a clipboard. That sells it. There's gotta be some way around here.
Clipboard's the ultimate sign
You could
that
also-
somebody's here.
Turn left and right with this. This will open your bag. Don't we have anything in it right now? A suitcase, key, and a pager. This opens up your notebook, on which you can actually write things.
Well, they're probably not going to be using it that much. It'd be a little more... I think it'd be
Yeah.
I like the idea. I mean, that was something I remember liking about the Etrian Odyssey games, was you could actually directly
love
write
the
maps
Etrian-
and map notes.
Yep, I love the Etrian Odyssey games. Etrian Odyssey 5 is actually coming out soon-ish. I actually have it pre-ordered already.
Oh, cool.
There's a TV at the end of the counter.
Well, I guess we can watch.
There's a note stuck to the side of the TV. PV operational hours, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock p.m.
That's weirdly specific.
There's a power switch and a channel selector. Is this thing broken? What a wonderful hotel this is. Nah, it's just outside of the operational hours.
Yeah, so we gotta
It's
go
like
back here
3
when
o'clock,
it's
I think?
actually the right time. Hmm?
There's no one at the front desk. Well, obviously, I've been avoiding doing it, but, well, first of all,
Yeah. I
yeah.
see, we gotta ring the bell.
great. Now I can keep track of how long I've been standing here. Oh, I love our guy's sense of humor. I just realized, also, I've shoehorned myself into talking a lot in this game.
Ah, that's fine. I mean, once
At
again,
least I
you're
don't
the
have to do a-
detective. I think it's fitting.
Yeah, at least I don't have to do a funky voice, so it's actually pretty alright.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad.
Telephone. Am I supposed to call someone to help me? There's an old shelf with cubby holes behind the counter. And obviously what you need to do to get people's attention.
Yep.
Guy's got a bell on the counter. Nice touch.
That was an interesting transition.
Because this is a really, really hard puzzle, right?
Yeah, no, it is. I don't get it. What do you do here? Oh, wow. Man, that's nuts. How do you do that?
It's your introduction to puzzles, and it introduces puzzles by saying, here, hit this button, you dumbass.
Yeah, I've gotta say, I think Professor Layton has a bit more of an in-depth introduction to puzzles.
I may have to do I may have to do some Professor Layton games at some point.
Those are pretty great.
I mean, that's kind of within theme. I mean, A little bit of a stretch,
Yeah.
maybe, but still. Oh, I'm gonna have to go do Ghost Trick at some point as well. Anyway, maybe this dump isn't deserted anyway. Or isn't deserted after all.
Hey Rosa, if I told you once, I told you 1,000 times. Don't go bothering me when I'm watching a game. Huh? The hell? You ain't Rosa! What's up with the clicky thing there?
Oh, this guy's fantastic. The
Oh,
charming
okay.
welcome, or did you call me Rose?
I like the second one.
Yeah. Who's Rosa?
Rosa? She's the hotel maid. I already like her. Let's find her. Hard worker, but she's got a mouth the size of Nebraska.
Oh, you can tell we're in the South.
Yep. Always finding ways to bust my chops when I'm watching a game. Anyway, sorry for thinking you was her. No harm, no foul, eh? Name's Dunn & Smith, and I own this joint.
Oh, damn, man.
Well-
Pass me it. I'll take a hit.
Welcome to my own little slice of heaven, Hotel Dusk.
Dunning Smith? Seems like a grumpy piece of leather.
I don't know, I kinda like him in a weird way. So, you here for a room or just to hear me jaw?
A room. One night.
What kind of room you want?
Cheap.
Well, if you want to save a bit of scratch, I got a room available.
Great.
But hey, let me bend your ear for a second. Would you like to stay in something little nicer?
You have nice rooms. Oh.
Say that's the who owns the hotel, but that's a pretty sick burn there.
That is a pretty nice
Yep.
bird.
You're in sales, right? Door to door, on your feet all day.
Something like that.
Yep, I know it. You haul the case around all day and the dogs get to barking.
Something to be said. That's something about when your dogs are barking, your feet hurt.
Yeah,
I don't know why that's the term, but if you didn't know that,
I
term,
don't know,
now
but
you
I'm
do.
actually pretty well familiar with the term.
I know you
a
are, I
few
was
people
just-
from the south.
I know
Okay.
we've got some Canadian people and some other people, and I didn't know if they would know. Also, I just like to throw it out there for a second. You may not have noticed this yet. Our main character has, I'm going to say, blonde hair and a black beard.
That's interesting. Also, our main character kind of makes me think a little bit of Reagan, just design-wise, if anyone's
Okay.
watched Mob 100 here.
Also, I want to say this. Kudos to them for not just making flat static images. Even when even when there's nothing going on, there's that little bit of movement.
I do appreciate that. I also appreciate the southernism. Speaking of which, hopefully I'm doing an okay job on southerning it up, because I am not myself from the south, actually.
I thought you were in Arizona.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's kind of in the south, but you know,
Kinda
not
the
in
south.
the, like...
You go any further south, you're in friggin' Mexico. Come on now.
Okay, but I'm not from the south areas that have the stronger accents. You know what I mean.
Meanwhile,
When
I'm
people
from
say
the
the
great
south,
state
they
of
usually mean like
Kansas.
Louis... Huh?
Meanwhile, I'm from the great state of Texas. Yeehaw and all that shit. Anyway, you're
Fair enough. I mean, I guess you don't have that much of an accent. I guess usually his kind of thing is what I think of when I think, like, Louisiana, you know?
Yeah, I'm feeling Louisiana off. Anyway, go ahead.
So, what do you say? Why not give yourself a little treat for once? Also, this is no way the game's fault, but hearing Hotel Dusk makes me think of Dusk's Dawn, which is just a thing.
Alright.
I don't know if you know of that.
Sounds familiar.
It's a really, really bad, pony animation.
Oh god.
fan
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
One night in a nice room will make a new man out of ya. Now, this is a bit rare, but tonight I actually got a suite open. And 'cause I'm feeling generous, I'll let you have it for a special price.
Just get here behind the counter real quick and
I don't know why. I see what you're saying there, though. With his current statement, I get this infomercial.
yeah, it's
You're
definitely
like, hey, Billy Mays here, and today we have a special price in our hotel room.
So does the suite
Get
sound
4
nice,
hotel
or-
rooms for the price of 1.
So does suites sound nice, or are suites for chumps?
It sounds nice, actually. Let's go for it.
Alright. Give me the suite.
Really?
How much?
Well, it'll normally run you $350. But I'll let you have it for 3 bills even.
$300? You think I'm an idiot? That's ridiculous.
It's a fair price, I'm telling you. That room's worth every cent.
I'll pass.
Okay.
I don't have that
So-
kind of walking around money.
So this decision actually doesn't matter that much.
Yep.
I'm not sure if there's... I don't know the game well enough to know if any decisions really matter that much.
Well, I mean, there's the game over decisions, obviously.
Yeah.
I haven't played it in long enough that I don't remember.
Okay. Just window shopping, eh? Hell, that was a waste of time for both of us. Well, if I can get you to fill out this registration... Here's a pen for you. Nice pen, too. Don't go stealing it.
So now we've got
Whoa!
now we've got a sign.
Gameplay!
Yep.
Alright. Okay, yeah. I was thinking, like, do we have to manually do this? Because
No.
we're sure as hell not gonna be able to do that fancy writing he is.
No.
Kyle Hyde? Your name really Kyle Hyde?
That's what my parents told me.
Huh.
I work for you.
Yeah, sure. Forget I said anything.
Hold on. There's obviously a problem here, but do we take the direct approach or the indirect approach?
That's up to you. I don't know.
Good name, isn't it? Oh god, no, that's not what I meant. God.
Kyle Hyde? Well, that's the dumbest name I ever know. It's a great name. I've seen a bunch of ya in the phone book. Anyway, about your room.
Yeah, I was just like, I didn't expect him to just get smug about his name or something.
That was kind of funny, though.
It was hilarious, yes. Room
You're in room
215.
215. Here's the key.
Thus it being called Hotel Dusk, room 215.
Proving that there really was no chance we were ever going to stay in the suite, because that wouldn't be room 215.
Indeed. It's got the room number and the word wish engraved on it. Wish? What's that supposed to mean?
It's name of the room.
The room has a name?
Sure does. Every room in this hotel has its own name. We got Wish, Bravery, Daybreak, Success, even Angel. Actually, it's kind of cool.
It is a little bit cool. Cute. You think it's up yourself?
Sure did. Great group of names, ain't they?
This is also the I'm trying to sell you something face.
Yes, I can tell. Wish is my favorite out of the bunch, though.
Uh-huh.
Also, when he does that with his hands, it makes me think of that one when the valley sings just right meme. I think that's what it is.
Oh yes, that's just right. What a crock. Yeah, pretty much.
A croc. We don't have no crocodiles around here.
Rooms needs numbers, that's it. Naming a room is a waste of time.
Man, you're no fun, Kyle. Waste of time.
I'm a noir detective, I don't get to be fun.
Fine. Ain't no one ever said that before.
They just didn't have the stones to tell you what they really thought.
Some guests lack names. But now I know you're a man who doesn't like to waste time on silly stuff. Saves me from wasting breath on my story. Yep, a man like you would find my story a waste of time all the way around.
Hold on. You think you know me? No. I'm actually curious.
Yeah, I am
Story
too.
did you mean?
Nothing. Waste of time.
Oh, cut the crap. What's the story?
Well, if you really want to know, I'll tell ya. Actually, it's about room 215. The room where you're staying.
Let me guess, it's the murder room.
It's free.
A history. A history? What, like ghosts? You telling me it's haunted?
Ghosts? Pff, nah, it's way better than some spook with chains. There's a crazy psychopath living in the bathroom. You got dreams, pal? Something you wish for?
I'm not much for wishing.
And he looks so sad when he says that, too.
Well, he's got a bit of a history himself.
Yep. Don't surprise me, but still. If you got something you want, I mean really want, you just may find it tonight, you follow? That's the story. That's room 215.
Well, alright then.
Imagine they found a lot of weird stuff in that room.
Oh yeah.
It's a place where wishes are granted.
Interesting. As you might be able to guess, these are things.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm helping you, but go ahead and take this. It's a hotel brochure. You got a map in there, too. I wonder if there will ever be more to that, because it's kind of funny they have the you can grab things mechanic.
Yep. Got the hotel. Well, it's gonna be, anytime you investigate an area, now you know you can pick shit up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Got the hotel brochure. Put it in my notebook.
Alright, you're all checked in. Head up onto the second floor, through the lobby and up the stairs. 215's down the hall on the left. Restaurant through the lobby and to the left. It opens for dinner at 6 and breakfast at 7:30. Got a bar too, opens at 9 tonight. Man, that's late. Checkout's at 10. Miss it, and we charge you double. Of course, if you want to stay another night, just let me know. Need anything else?
See, now we can
Ask about things.
And we could also still look at the notebook, write things.
Yeah, it's still a cool feature.
Yep. What are you looking at? Yeah, because we're just sort of staring at him. There's supposed to be a package for me.
Package for you. Sorry, I don't see nothing.
Should be here. Maybe you can actually look around or something.
You send a package to hotel when you don't even have a reservation? Nice. Oh, and this package better not be anything that's gonna cause problems.
Oh yeah? What kind of problems?
Is it anything that's gonna inconvenience my hotel?
Depends on what you mean by inconvenience.
Had a bit of trouble with a package for another young guy like you. Thing turned into a damn circus. Let's say I don't want to deal with anything like it again and leave it at that. Bunch of lousy. Have the bellhop look for your package. If it shows, we'll bring it to your room. I wonder what the difference in the question mark means, like the color.
What do you mean?
Because the question mark we just asked him about was white, but these ones are yellow.
I'm betting white is you have to, and blue and yellow is you don't. Give me just a second, that's my phone. And I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, so fill me in on this whole wish granted thing.
It's a story First there was a young girl, then a middle-aged fella.
Then an old man.
Both of them looked beat down when they arrived, like they had no future. But by next morning they'd been reborn. Their faces were just peaceful like. Well, I was surprised there was a dog in a tree, so I asked them what happened. And they told me that the devil stole their soul. Told me both the same thing. Room 215 is magic. It granted me a wish. Everything's okay now. So that's why I said... What's so funny?
Good one, Pops. Real nice. I didn't think an old timer like you would tell me fairy tales.
Fairy tales? That's what you think this is? Just a waste of your valuable time, is that it? Call it a fairy tale if you want. It's a free country.
Look at this dude's face right now. It's like, fight me, bro.
We'll fuck you up.
Fuck you up, sir. Talk about the trouble you mentioned earlier. What happened?
That? Well, it was right about 3 years ago. One of the bellhops took a package up to a guest's room, right? And then, bang! Bunch of cops and detectives come storming in.
Detectives?
Seems the guest was a crook, part of some big crime ring or something. He was using my hotel as a drop-off for stolen goods. Whole thing was a damn mess. Gunshots in the hallway, screaming guests running every which way. I ain't never going through anything like that again.
As you might be able to tell, one of the game over things is, if you piss this guy off, he can and will throw you out of the hotel.
And the game just ends when you get thrown out.
It does.
That's kind of funny, actually. That's why the Dusk's got a strict policy. No crooks and no cops.
Now, keyword, well, we used to be a detective. We are not anymore, but we did used to be. Which means, guess what? Dramatic tension.
Gotcha. That's it. Oh,
Yeah.
enjoy your stay.
Alright. And we can click this little thing, and we do save load. Save. That's all.
Yeah, the saving's nice, and I think I like the movement in this game. Also, it's kind of funny that you get basically a bar of check marks for loading screens.
Yep. I actually like the movement in this game. It's nice, it's simple.
Yeah.
It's not hard to do.
No, it's not hard to do.
In a more actiony game, it would be annoying. Though I think I can also... No, I can't. For whatever reason, I thought I was able to move around with the... Well,
No,
yeah,
I
because you
think-
wouldn't be able to, because that's the thing. You aren't going to use any buttons, because you've got it held on its side.
Right. The game
Anyway.
pretty much doesn't use any buttons. It's pretty consistently all about using the motion. I mean the touchpad.
So, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'll leave you off here. I will
Thank
see you guys
all. Oh,
next time. Thank you for watching.
exactly.